Hello, this is Dalen75 Games. Welcome back to another Let's Roleplay of Dragon Age Inquisition. I am Theron, the Dalish Mage, and we are currently at the war table dealing with our agents and our actions across the land, across the continent of Thedas. Okay, so we just tried to secure a scroll that dealt with dealing with the shards, and we don't really know what they are. So this is the report, scouting report back. Investigate the shards. Sister Liliana, with thanks to our Lady Ambassador, I was able to study the scroll. The reference is vague, but it implies a connection to a temple, possibly elven. I follow the lead and believe one such temple stands in an oasis in the western approach. As to what may lie within, I cannot say. Reports of the place are cut off or have pages missing. I have yet to find a reliable first-hand account. Perhaps our soldiers can provide a better one. Enchanter Renaud. New area unlocked. Okay. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the Forbidden Oasis now? Not now. Where is the Forbidden Oasis? Yeah, Flames of the Inquisition. Investigate the shards. What is this Flames of the Inquisition Charger? We have garnered the attention of the finest armorers in the land, and they would not see our message conveyed unadorned. They offer a mount that reflects the flames of the Inquisition. It is, by all accounts, magnificent. A block letter note follows. We would send our best, and you will know it when you see it. It is much at home in parade as it is on the battlefield. Let all who stand against you see that they stand against a force, a cause. Our skill is yours. Those are the hammer. Well, the only person that could do this is Josephine. We'll go with this. It's instant, though. Flames of the Inquisition Charger. The armored mount has arrived and is every bit as magnificent as was promised. Rewards Inquisition Barded Charger. Accept report. What's this red heart? Such is the reach of the threat that the Inquisition has received offers from all corners of Thedas. Perhaps this offer should not come as a surprise. A letter and following script. We find our kin in strange places. Though we know not if you will carry tradition with you, we would see you carry pride in some form. For the wounded sky is all of ours, whether belief is shared or not. Let all see this and convey yourself as we should be. Amasalan var Suladin Ivanara. Josephine will be able to take care of this. The red heart has arrived, and it can only be described as inspirational. Except, let's go to the other side. Back to Ferelden. The only thing to do is the Inquisition, or sorry, is to go to Orlais. Contact in progress. Locate. 24 hours of game time. Oh my gosh. Cullen should do this because it only requires 18 hours from him. So he's busy for a while. Bog Unicorn. We already read about this. So let's get Josephine to do this.
Let us begin.
The creature has arrived. It's just as unnerving as expected. Supposedly an undead mount. A Bog Unicorn. Accept report. I think we need to go south to scout the Storm Coast. Completed. We can travel there. I don't see any reason to go there. There may be a few things I wrote down in my journal that need to be taken care of over there. Oh, this is all Ferelden. This is, yeah, Denerim is like right here, is it not? Basically all of Ferelden. Strange. Okay, so scout the Storm Coast, completed secrets. I just click on that. What I want to click on is up here, Varric's Revenge. He wants Josephine to do it. That's 15 minutes. I need a favor, actually. Let's call it a loan, since I'll pay it back. Ruffles, I think, is who he calls Josephine. I got a letter from my editor in Kirkwall today. She tells me that Hardened Hightown 3, the repuncheoning, appeared in print and from an Antivan printer a couple weeks ago. I'll give you a moment to contemplate the horror that is that title. I had my contacts in the Merchant Guild look for the author a couple years back. The best they could find out after spending a couple hundred gold was that Pyro Bellenforth is a pen name. I could have told them that for free. You've got contacts with the Antivan print houses. Maybe you should find out. You could find out more than the guild. 15 minutes. Well, it really doesn't matter. Everybody else is busy, so Josephine can look in that. I could ask a friend in Antiva City to look into this matter, I suppose. If this author has evaded the Merchant Guild, the Crows might be a better choice for investigating him. We're going to go with Josephine.
At your service.
Now, that leaves basically one thing left. Rescue soldiers missing in Ferelden. I do believe that we should go there. They want to meet me. Okay, the missing soldiers have been found in a bog called the Fallow Mire. They are being held hostage by Avar, who demand to meet the Herald of Andraste if the Inquisition wants to see its people alive again. I don't really have much of a choice not to. Would you like to gather your party and venture to the Fallow Mire now? I wish it would say what levels. We kind of surpass the levels for going to Orlais, to the Grand whatever their capital, Val Royeaux. So yes, but it doesn't matter. We'll still go and take care of that afterwards. But this is important. We have soldiers that won't be released unless I attend to it. Maybe it's just a diplomatic mission, or maybe they will require fighting, but we'll have to find out when we get there. Again, I have not played this. It's all new to me.
Thank you for coming. Maybe you can solve this mess. Our missing patrols are being held hostage by Avar, barbarians from the mountains.
What are they doing in a bog?
That's the thing. Their leader, he wants them to fight you, because you're the Herald of Andraste.
I am confused.
What do they have against Andraste?
Well, the Avar think there are gods in nature, as in the sky has a god and the forest. The Avar say you're claiming to be sent by one, and they'll challenge the will of your god with their own. I think their leader's just a boastful little prick who wants to brag he killed you.
Well, I'm starting to see things differently. If I show them proof, maybe they'll start to believe too.
I was hoping we could negotiate.
I wouldn't count on it. These Avar don't seem to value diplomacy. Getting to our troops won't be easy. You'll have to fight your way through undead. Wait, you're not squeamish about undead, are you?
It doesn't matter. I'm not letting the Avar butcher the Inquisition's people.
I appreciate it. The Avar are holed up in the castle on the other side of the Fallow Mire. Make her willing, the Inquisition's people are still alive.
That's a pretty neat entrance. I have no idea if this place is as big as the hinterlands. It looks fair size. Because it did not say a level requirement like it did with Orlais, or sorry, with Val Royeaux. So, well, we are to go holding the mire, establish camps to hold the Fallow Mire, and support Inquisition activity in the region. Rifts in the mire. There's 2 fade rifts that we are aware of. And here it is, way down there, Lost Souls. Inquisition soldiers are missing in the uncharted marshes of southern Ferelden, which could be anywhere within this area. Alright, well, looks like we have just started a new area to explore. We do need to save those soldiers, regardless. Well, I have to see. I mean, for all I know...
Is it true that the entire Dwarven economy relies upon lyrium?
Mostly. We've got the Nug market cornered as well.
And the dwarves of Orzammar have never studied lyrium?
Well, if they have, they certainly haven't shared anything up here. Why?
It is the source of all magic, save that which mages bring themselves. Dwarves alone have the ability to mine it safely. I wondered if they had sought to learn more.
The folks back in Orzammar don't care much about anything but tradition.
Haven't heard that one. They tend to repeat a lot of the same conversations. Spec requisitions, healing mixture. Well, we can create this. This is what the Mother Giselle wanted. Craft item. 1 power. A potent healing mixture that can treat many wounded people. Now, I'm not sure if we are too low for this place, but Fisher's End. Well, let's go exploring.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
My elven senses have proven true, I think. Side. What's in this chest? Bottles Thetis, Garbolg's backcountry reserve. Likely dropped to avoid seizure by authorities or seizure due to drinking it. Garbolg only brewed from 874 to 892 blessed. Killed when the vapors in his beard spontaneously combusted. Oh, that's too much to believe. What's this loot? Ornate silver necklace. A well-crafted silver necklace with an inscription, "May our love endure." R. There's a picture there. That's kind of neat. Before Andrastianism, Forgotten Faith. The teaching of the Andrastian chantry have been part of Theodosian lives for over 800 years. The chantry guides us and teaches us we are made humble in the knowledge that we have sinned, and yet we are inspired and given hope through Andraste's story and her song. But Andraste died almost 200 years before her emperor Cordelis Dracon established the chantry and spread the chant of light. In those terrible years, Theodosians were lost, crying for salvation. They took to anyone and anything they hoped could give them the answers they so desperately sought. Some returned to well-known faiths, like the Tevinter Imperium's cult of the old gods, which we hold accountable for the curse of the Blight and the Darkspawn. But others found their own paths, following false prophets and making false gods out of men. Many of these religions have disappeared, dying out with their adherents. Like the Daughters of Song or the Empty Ones, others, like the Blades of Hessarian, may still lurk in the hidden corners of our world. This book aims to remember them so that we may find compassion for those who lived in those dark times, and also for they who even now are lost and turn to shadow, trying find light. From Before Andrastianism, The Forgotten Faith by Sister Rondwyn of Tanterville. That would somewhat possibly explain the Avars. Short note, Helen, I won't be in tonight. Rupert said he had a surprise for me. He teased me by saying Lady Peasley, which he always does when he's trying to impress me by pretending he's not impressing me. Don't tell Mom where I am. I made fresh porridge in the red pot for both of you. I'll care for her tomorrow, I promise. Lucia. Liliana's ready to report in. Oh, there's giant mushrooms along the ground here. They don't have that where I'm from. I've never seen that outside of caves. But I assume this is going to lead outside. Yeah. This leads out of... Oops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back. Okay, so we found the northern part. Let's call my mount. Do I not have a mount? Call mount. Dismount. I don't have a mount out here. Didn't we bring the horses with us? What's going on? We'll have to go by foot then. Now there's a reason to have everybody's hair wet. This is what I thought was originally had happened. It had been raining when I first played the game. Because everyone's hair was wet on low texture. Let's show you. I'm not going to exit, but options. Display, graphics. Yeah, the mesh quality. It's on ultra. But it was on... I had to have it on low eventually. And on lower textures, it shows up like it's all wet. Like it's gelled and wet. But funny enough, I think on my birthday, which was December 10th, they came out with a patch that fixed that issue with lower textures. Fallow Mire, discovered Fisher's End. Regions discovered. Oh, lightning hit that. Well, is this all we have? Is that one camp? There's no real presence? Jeez. This is going to be a lot of work. Well, we'll scout the land. If we can deal with this area now, we will. And then we'll head to Grand Royeaux. Diary of Peter Marsh. The gardeners are too sick to save, everyone says. Grandfather and my brothers barricaded them in their own house so they wouldn't make anyone else sick. Yelled at me for watching instead of helping. Said it was for our own good. There's no more lights in the gardener's home. Is there a plague in the area? Oh, there's a dead body. Book. Ravane. Nowhere in my travels, not in the hearts of Imperium... that's not that long. Nowhere in my travels, not in the heart of Imperium, nor in the streets of Orzammar, have I felt so much an outsider as in Ravane. The chant of light never truly reached the ears of these people. The years they spent under the thumb of the Qunari left most of the country zealous followers of the Qun. But resistance to the chant goes deeper than the Qunari war. The Ravani refuse to be parted from their seers, wise women who are in fact hedge mages, communicating with spirits and actually allowing themselves to become possessed. The chantry Prohibition against such magical practices violates millennia of local tradition. From In Pursuit of Knowledge, The Travels of Chantry Scholar by Brother Gentitivi. I really don't know much about the Kyun myself. I've heard of it, of course, but not much about it. There's a big fire over there. Why is there a fire going there? Whoa, whoa, we're under attack. Is this the undead that they were talking about? Yeah, it's a corpse. Let's light it up. Undead seem to be immune to frost, not frost damage, immune to its effects, like it won't slow down or freeze. Is that it, or is it still there?
Can't be all of them. There must be more further in.
Our scout did talk about undead. I'm curious to know what plant life grows around here. Probably the same as elf fruit. This grows just about everywhere. And we can always use more elf fruit. But I'm curious to know why that's on fire and what... Where did this go? Up here. Just marking a landmark, I guess. Claim. The Light of Andraste. There is a wind-weathered inscription on the statue, commissioned in 655 Storm by the illustrious Ban Hargrave, protector of the Fallow Mire, to commemorate the completion of her keep and to thank Blessed Andraste for her good fortune. Which, unfortunately, does not seem to have affected the land lately, because we've got undead, we've got what sounds like a plague has hit the area. And I'm kind of afraid to know what was burning over there. Could be corpses.
Look, signs of a plague.
Yep.
It must have been a terrible illness. No one's come to reclaim the land. No one living, at any rate.
I was right. Bodies. That's what these are. I hope none of us get sick. Plagues can be cured if you know the right medicine. Life word amulet, but the only thing that can't be cured is the taint from the Darkspawn, so my Harren has taught me. At least no known cure. Life word amulet. Oh, weird. When a blow is about to drop a character's health below 0, the amulet shatters and heals the character for a specified amount, just plus 50. Magnetic staff. Ooh, 53 DPS. Empty grip, empty staff blade, empty rune blade. This might be actually what I could use. I do believe this is more effective than the current weapon I'm using at the moment. So I'm using the Wrath of Levias, which I could actually give, I can hand over to Solus if I'm going to use something else. So this does do, let's see, it's more willpower, it's less magical defense, but that's only a small percentage. Yeah, I think overall this is better. Requires level 9, so I'll have to hold on to that. Not a very pleasant place to look at least under this storm. Knowing what's going on in the land, this is not exactly... I can even feel it. I've got a sense that there's trouble. Blue vitriol. And no, it's not just from what I've learned so far about the region. Although that probably is added to it, but since even coming here, I can just tell. Summer stone. They've got different materials down here. Well, there's a great big lake right here. Or is it a swamp? It's a swamp. Old thoroughfare. Thoroughfare is not a way people used to travel. Fisher's End. That's where we just were, the dead village. Light of Andraste. I think that was the stone. So, we've got nothing else here. Still quite a ways off from our target in the southwest. Let's just make a go of it. I don't want to have to travel through swamp water. Josephine is ready to report in. Return to the war table for a reward. elf root. I wish that I could actually contact the war table from here. I mean, I'd have to travel all the way to Haven for that. That's... Can't I send off a letter? Is this... More elf root. And there's blue vitriol. I'm not sure what this is for. Oh, lightning strike over there. Okay, well, let's go across and see what we can find. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, that had me, not wet my pants, but, the hair on the back of my neck went up from that. With a great big, extra beat of my heart. Corpse. Well, I actually suspect this is where we're supposed to be because these corpses are level 8. But I think that at some point you were supposed to go, maybe even go to Orlais or Grand Royeaux immediately. Because some parts of the hinterlands were a little bit above where we should have been. Probably should have gone there first, but I didn't know. I mean, didn't they just stick me in the hinterlands right away? I'm not sure. I can't leave these soldiers here. Those soldiers need to be rescued, and that's... would be weighing on my mind if we went off sidetracking for weeks or months.
Goodbye.
Alright guys, I'm going to end the video here. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again.